The Johnsons have been married for 4 years. Their home is what anyone will call a happy home. They were always together, hand in hand, like teenagers who had just discovered love. The neighbors watched, some in admiration, others in raw envy. But deep down, they all wished it was them. But underneath the laughter lay a burning issue: their sleeping habits. The nightly tension grew, snoring, late-night lights, restless turns. Until one day, they couldn't take it anymore. They decided to sleep apart. At first, in their separate bedrooms, they found what felt like peace. No more snoring battles, no more argument over the fan. Just silence. Gradually, the late-night talks and giggles began to fade. Eye contacts reduced, and intimacy became very rare. In the quiet of their separate rooms, they found new partnerships in their phones. Even at mealtimes, no words were exchanged, just the quiet clinks of cutleries. As the emotional distance widened, Johnson found comfort in his phone. One of the people he began to chat on WhatsApp was Cindy, a lady he had met in a mall a few months ago. Cindy provided all the warmth and friendship that Johnson no longer finds in his wife. He'd chat and smile late into the nights, while his wife lay in another room, wide awake. Little by little, Cindy began to make requests: groceries, hairdo, footwears. Johnson responded to each with bank transfers. No hesitation. At home, the Johnsons were now strangers sharing the same roof. Good mornings, welcome, and other pleasantries, reduced to mere nods. While Mrs. Johnson broke inside, Mr. Johnson didn't run dry. He just rechanneled it all to Cindy. One day, Cindy made a bold request. "Can you spend the weekend with me?" He froze. Since he married, he hadn't spent a night outside his home. Johnson wrestled silently all day. He missed the warmth of his wife, and Cindy's request seems to offer an abundance. What he was missing: "We have an official training in another city," he lied. His wife nodded. No questions. That evening, Mr. Johnson landed in Cindy's parlor for the official training in another city. Cindy gave him a hug that carried much promises. She prepared his favorite dish. He ate happily. Then they talked, joked, and laughed. Johnson felt emotionally revived, his heart fixed on what lies ahead. It was at this moment that Cindy made a disturbing request. "Johnson, I need a car." The smile varnished. This is not love. This is manipulation. He felt deceived, betrayed, and manipulated. "Is this why you brought me here?" he snapped. In anger, he stormed out of the house. Cindy followed. She pleaded. She pulled at his hands, her voice trembling. And then she dropped to her knees. Desperation written all over her face. Across the street lived Sandra, Mrs. Johnson's friend. Sandra watched everything unfold from her window. Then she pulled out her phone. Click, click, she snapped a few photos, capturing the moment with quiet intent. She immediately sent the pictures to Mrs. Johnson. Mr. Johnson returned home that night. To his surprise, his wife greeted him with a warm smile. This hasn't happened in months. She quickly prepared a meal. They ate together. They talked and laughed heartily. It felt like old flames were being rekindled. She smiled and said, "See these funny memes on social media?" One meme after another, they chuckled and laughed together. Then she said, "Scroll to the last one. It's the funniest." He did, expecting another joke, but what he saw stopped his breath. There he was, with Cindy. Exposed, captured, silence fell heavier than ever, and nothing would ever be the same again. Moral of the story: except for medical or unavoidable reasons, couples should strive to sleep in the same bed. Those midnight hugs, sleepy stories, and late-night laughters are not just routines, they're the glue. They do not have alternatives.